I mean, if they did, it was today or yesterday, and neither Greg or I have seen it yet.
I've not seen one.
Can the West Rockhill Township can you do your own environmental impact statement? Or, can you get that?
You can do anything, the cost, I don't know, they own the property and, you probably do it around it, but not on their property.
Well, you could,
And there is
you could do
wetlands on
it,
their property.
the environmental impact for the Butter Creek watershed, impact of the Butter Creek watershed and whatnot.
It doesn't go that way.
The problem we have,
It goes that way.
It's right, it's within, it's right near there.
Yeah, but the Butter Creek goes that way. This goes that way.
I don't think so. I think that it's close enough to the watershed that any pollution that's generated
Okay.
by its station
Well, we can
affects
look
the
at that.
Butter Creek watershed. That's pretty irrefutable.
I'll let
Yeah.
Steve address this, but, I don't know if you can effectively do an environmental assessment or impact statement or anything without having access to the property.
yeah,
Or just their data in general. We wouldn't, the township wouldn't have access to all the information we need to prepare a full environmental impact statement.
they gave us about, I guess it was, I don't know what time it was, we got it in late spring, early, we got a stack of papers, 8.5 by 11, got that big, almost 12 inches high, and all kind of stuff, and members of our committee, we all took pieces of it and read through it and so forth. We found that what we're hearing, what we're seeing do not match with what's on those pieces of paper. And the conclusion at this point, maybe wrong, so, is that this is standard sales pitch, so to speak. And we get that pile and they think everybody will be happy, nobody will read it and so forth. But we broke it up and broke it down pretty well, and they don't match what they say versus what's written, are two different things. And it's very complex even to talk to a guy like Bob and tell him what he could write about. It's a very complex issue.
Well, I would think you'd be mad as hell.
If that station ever goes, there's a lot of trouble. And every one that has gone, and there are many of these around the country, the ones that have gone are big, big issues.
Well, this is your turf, and you shouldn't allow it to
Beg
happen.
pardon?
This is your turf. You shouldn't allow these guys to come in. I would think that you guys are mad as hell. You're telling me that it doesn't add up.
It does.
It doesn't add up.
I'm sorry, I know you say this at every meeting, so you must have heard it every meeting, and it's public comment, so you get to stand up and say whatever you wanna say. But it's not our turf, it's land within West Rockhill Township, but we, as a township, have absolutely no authority to enforce our ordinances against a federal project.
Well, I think
It's the
that's what that would be
sovereignty
for.
clause of the United States Constitution, and the federal government takes authority over this. We can make comments, make arguments, plead, kick, stamp our feet, and we're doing all of that. But when you say you shouldn't let them come in, I don't want anybody to watch this on tape and think that the township has the option of just saying no to this project, or it would have done that months ago.
Okay, well, I don't mean to imply that you're doing nothing. I'm not saying that.
No, I
I'm
mean-
just saying that what Don was saying, that there's these papers that don't add up with what they said. I would just think that that would make you mad as hell,
Oh.
as a
But that-
township
We
supervisor.
try to control our temper.
We have,
And,
We get mad, we get even.
okay,
At least that's our attitude. I can tell you that in that stack of papers, there's a section that talks about environmental. And I think there are about 40 pages about the whole pipeline down to Marcusville and all the environmental stuff there. My view is they took and stuff out of a book and put it on the forums. There's one page out of all those, one page relevant to Quaker Town Station. One page. And most of those filled up with their language. So I have no confidence that they've done anything.
I agree.
It's very, very frustrating. I mean, we work with any company that comes in and wants to do something, but if you're gonna come in our area, there are rules and laws, but as Mary said, the federal activity stuff. overruled. So, I mean, they had a lot of property over by owners, was offered to them when they realized frustration. And they didn't want to have anything to do with it. Because they're counting on it, they have to do eminent domain. Okay? With that,
May I have a comment?
yeah, it's not more
Sure.
than about 20 minutes.
I'm sorry, let me hear what
I'm
you,
just kidding.
let me hear what you said. Shirley Mann, Rich Hill Road. I live almost across the street from this proposed compressor station. I just wanted to say a big thank you to Greg Lippincott. He wrote a 7-page letter to FERC, covered every one of our concerns. Whether it helps or not, I don't know, but I thank you for that. I thank you to the supervisors for their input in that letter, and to Mary Everly for her input. Also, thank you to Mary Everly for her letter to FERC, telling them what kind of a deceitful company Adelphia is, that they sent their plans and maps to the Bucks County Conservation District instead of to West Rockhill. This compressor station is in West Rockhill. You should be the first people to get these plans and maps, and instead they're sending them to the Bucks County Conservation District, which is ridiculous. So anyway, a big thank you. I know this is an uphill battle. It seems like we keep hitting a brick wall, but we've got to keep fighting for this, against this, because this is not a good thing for West Rockhill. Thank you.
All three of the
Thank you.
supervisors have given very stern instructions to the staff that anything and everything that we can do, we need to do.
Keep fighting.
Yeah, well, we've also had some conversation, and I don't need to close the book on this, but we've had conversation with PSATs, which is the Pennsylvania State Association of Township Supervisors, and their director has spent time recently with the head of the FERC for other reasons involved in the whole state, and he was willing to have dialogue with them on that. I haven't heard back from him. That was, I think he was down there last week. So hopefully we're looking for any avenue we can find to get in the door, inside the door, and have a serious conversation. But I think the real key is getting to who's actually doing the design work and get that exposed to learn anything. We're never learning from FERC. They're not gonna tell us, because they don't know, they're not building it. And Adelphia doesn't know anything. When they admitted the guy who's vice president is gonna be, I guess, become the president, he told me in a side discussion after our meeting that, you know, they're a very skeleton company, they have no assets. Their net worth is about $5 million, which probably is all their salaries together, and all the people that have been there. And so they have nothing. They don't have any foundation. And they're a division of, a new division of New Jersey Resources, which is an investing company. And so New Jersey's coming into Pennsylvania and scoop up some of the funds over here. And this, by the way, is not Marcellus gas. This would be coming from Texas and Ohio and someplace else. And one of the reasons they have that station there, another reason, is they have the ability to draw from that, and if for some reason gas supply doesn't work, they can pump from there up to March Creek.
But that's all looking ahead, that's not part of this pipeline they're putting in now, the request they're asking for this pipeline now. So, you know, that's out of the scope as far as decision-making should be, you know, about where they position this station. That's their business interest down the road outside of this permitting things, my understanding.
Yeah, but that's one of the reasons I think they're putting it where it is, because with the pipeline going up there and going down to Arkansas, they can tie these other two pipelines in with this unit, and they can move the gas pump wherever they need to.
I agree with you, and that's, but my point is, I don't think that's not legitimate basis for doing that, or, I mean, because for purposes of this pipeline, they're supposed to consider alternative sites with environmental considerations. And what they plan to do are future business interests that may involve, you know, changes and tie-ins elsewhere is outside of that scope. And for this project and this station, what's the best location for that compression station in terms of environmental impact?
Yeah, well,
That's-
that's different than their view. That's the best place.
Exactly.
And by the way, they are putting in capability for a fourth
Right.
compressor, so,
Right.
and they finally admitted that could go elsewhere. It's gonna feed a lot of Philadelphia, and they deny it, but I think, my personal view, the gas is headed eventually to Europe. So, okay, with that, any other questions? If not, have an motion for adjournment.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Move the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, second. Thank you all for coming.